Your blushing bride requested something from us to play, because apparently you're a bit of a fan.
We hope! If not, as far as speeches go, this will be the most uncomfortable one today.
So, before anyone in a suit starts coming to cut the cake or chucking the lush bouquet, we've got a short message for your illustrious, lovely day.
Now, first off, there's something we'd love to say. We would never claim that you're plump in a funny way or have an ugly, disgusting face.
But one thing's for sure, buddy, you are punching above your...
Wait. It's their wedding day, mate.
You've been together for 8 years. We didn't just get engaged at some party at home. Dan waited for the right setting to ask and propose. Amanda nearly ruined it on the path that you rode.
Is that a ring in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
The answer was both.
So how's it going, Dan? What up, homie? Guess what your significant other told me? We know you fucks with only guacamole. You put guacamole on guacamole with guacamole and guacamole, and extra guacamole. The inside of your intestines and gut are so green you have to balance out your diet with something protein. You set up a foundation in aid of guacamole and you keep 50% of the bloody proceeds.
Why are you so obsessed with avocado? I bet if you have a smartphone, then that's your passcode. Probably go to buy some with top brand tomatoes and spontaneously orgasm when you scan the barcode.
Now you perform magic at parties. That's a total shame. Must be a callback to your lonely days, going up to party goers with a load of change like, hey, watch the penny.
Go away. Now, the beginning of your relationship seems crazy to me. You'd always spend so much time away from each other for days at the sea. Then Amanda would call up Dan to check he's safe as can be, but he'd either be in a fight with a stranger or he would be running away from police.
But he'd always use his magic to escape from the sea, because he'd distract the coppers while his assistant's taking the key. Now, Dan, mate, there's this picture of you on Facebook. You're comparing in the club, trying to present a little number, sweating up your penguin tux, like, try dressing in a jumper. I mean, had you literally just returned from wrestling a butler, it looked like Kevin Bridges' mother asked him to do a set list with his brother. And both of your freakish obsession with the squirrels, Cliff. You've got a squirrel-themed house, like...
Yeah, we live in here.
When you tell people, they think you're being insincere, but you've got squirrels coming out your ass like Richard Gere.
Now, on your honeymoon, when you go for a romantic walk in the sea, people will probably mistake Dan's head for an inflatable ball from the beach. Your wedding meal is probably a burger that's taller than me or a vat of guacamole with a sign saying, all you can eat.
And Dan, you'll be up there 20 times trying to fill 2 plates. Amanda sprints up behind you, but she's still too late. It'll be like you're fighting the kayak in front of your skilled crew mates, except this time Amanda is shouting at you.
Will you wait? Your beautiful bride doesn't need a man to wear the trousers, because
Amanda wears the trousers. But Dan does the cooking at home, making a menu.
Then he takes in some French soup and a plate full of fresh food.
Even dresses the part as a maid with some red shoes.
He also probably takes to the bedroom.
Meanwhile, Amanda's doing DIY, fixing tables that get you.
Displaying her strength too by straightening bent spoons.
Amanda, you takes control, and we think it's properly great that he lets you.
If Dan tried to take charge, he'd be lucky not to escape with a flesh wound.
Hey guys, this is you telling this story.
So catching Dan and I in an argument is actually rare.
Yeah, but this one time, we're in this bloody kayak with a paddle each, yeah.
We got out with the crew, headed to land in 3 pairs.
But our kayak wasn't moving!
We hadn't prepared!
Yet the other lot were cruising!
We were catching these stairs! And I can't get any logic out of Dan because he's scared!
Amanda, be fair. You were the one giving it that manic scream there.
Oh, as if he cared. Anyway, we had to crash land at this beach where I got so mad I was dragging the kayak up a sandy heap.
Yeah, and I was still in the boat.
It got Daniel's feet wet.
I shouted, will you wait? It was so tragic.
We swear.
I guess
you had to be there. I remember when you both went swimming on the American coast. Apparently Dan was nearly left as a ghost because he went to take some pictures he could get of you both, and Amanda smashed him around the head with a boat. I mean, he'd already cut up his feet trying to step on the stones, but he was still there determined and ready to go, probably wishing that Amanda had just left him at home. Luckily he didn't sink, because your big buoyant head kept you afloat.
And since we mentioned the coast, Dan loves Bournemouth so much he hates to saw out the nest. You've seen the Wall of China, the Northern Lights, but you don't walk out impressed, because you'd go to the ends of the earth to prove your town's the best. Matt Damon's dentist, you're Bournemouth obsessed.
But Dan tends to exaggerate stories a lot. embellishing all sorts of details but ignoring the plot. For example, he bought Amanda a kayak that he sourced from a shop, but in his mind he probably bloody bought her a yacht.
Yacht. I bet when you guys are cruising around the world, every day's hell. Bad food, cramped rooms, and a damn loos. I'm betting that they smell, and you know
Whoa, do I detect a hint of jealousy, mate?
Well, it's like hair wax, isn't it?
How's that?
I definitely ain't gel. I personally wouldn't want to be seen with Dan. Grown up but still a kid like Peter Pan. Still, I wouldn't say no to go and see the man performing Ice Ice Baby in front of his screaming fans.
Now, Amanda didn't really notice Dan until he shaved up his head. Before that, he pretty much had some thick dreads. They went out for a couple of bevies together and he drunk his Becks, and that's when Dan met his son, Princess.
Aww.
But on a serious note, we hope you have an incredible day. And that every aspect of your wedding is great. And make sure you take the time to remember this way before being married stops you having sex ever again.
What are you doing?
Well, what do you expect me to say?
I'm sure you'll have sex every day. Oh, maybe not every day. Especially if Dan's onion breath gets in the way.
Yeah, but look, regardless, you're lucky to have swept her away.
So Dan, we hope you've enjoyed yourself and you haven't been left in a state.
Because let me just say, you seem like an incredibly great gentleman, mate.
You'll still be together, building forever, willing and weathered at 78.
You and the missus gonna be getting engaged?
What? No, forget that. Weddings are gay. Now everyone take a second to raise the sparkling wine that you've got.
And raise a toast to the squirrel monkeys
Finally tying the knot.
Oh god, that's like
It's a shame
that's
that.
disgusting.
It's gone off.
What is it?
I
That's,
think
what was the expiry date?
the missus left it out of the fridge.
Oh, she's always doing that. This is milk.